What's up, guys? Sean here, and I have a 2013 Honda Shadow Phantom 750. This bike is super cool, super awesome looking, and it only has 250 miles on it. It's basically a brand new bike for way cheaper than what you're gonna pay. Look how cool it is. Everything's all blacked out and it's awesome. It's got this cool little fork bag. It's where you put like your bourbon or whiskey, I don't know, whatever you want. Let me shut this door real quick. Let's take this thing for a spin. Oh shoot. Phone call. I'll call him back. Ignition's down here. Fires up good like you would expect. Look at that, 255 miles. I'm excited to see what this 750's got. It's a very sleek design. I love the flat black. It's definitely a smaller bike. I mean, it's not too small for me, but it might be. I feel a little small on it. Not as bad as I feel on a Rebel or something, or a Sportster, but maybe if the handlebars were up farther. Maybe that's what it is. Loosen those bolts, tilt the handlebars up a little bit. I definitely feel a little bit bigger. But it's so cool looking, and it's got good power too. It's a very forgiving bike. You know, it's got good throttle response, but it's not like super snappy. And the clutch engages, you know, at the end, which is good for beginner riders. I like my clutch to engage a little sooner than that on like my track bikes and stuff. But for a beginner, you know, you want everything to be a little loose, and that's just a little more forgiving. Less likely they're gonna make a mechanical error to hurt themselves. It is a beautiful day out. And this bike's pretty much what you would expect it to be. You know, it's almost a new bike. It's the police. That's why everyone's slowing down. All those cops are waiting out for all the motorcyclists to come flying past. This is a good place to speed if you wanted to. It's a pretty light bike, and it feels very light. It feels very light and nimble. I like that it's got pegs. This one actually has pegs and a heel toe shifter, which I think that may have been added. I don't know if that came factory, but I've never seen pegs with a heel toe shifter. But it's definitely pretty cool. And it's got no problem cruising at. I mean, it felt real comfortable doing 55. Let's see how many gears we have. And we'll slow it down. Alright, we're in first gear. Second gear. Third. Fourth. 5th, just 5. That's about what you'd expect. But I'm doing 55 in it. You know, it's not, doesn't feel like the engine screaming or nothing like that. It feels very comfortable. Even going a little faster, doing 60, it feels fine. And it still has plenty more room to go. I would have loved to have had a bike like this for my first bike. Watch this, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the wave. Oh, that guy, he didn't give me the wave. Yeah, my first bike was an old 80s Honda. And this is so much cooler looking. Yeah, this bike feels good. It's got a little more of a, it's got a little bit of a rake to it. A little more, a couple more degrees than what the, what I feel like the previous Shadows were. It is a cable clutch. We'll bang through the gears a little bit up here just to show you how it pulls. $50, $60, $70. It's not super fast. It's you know, it's a good mid or entry level bike. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being this bike is trying to kill you, 1 being it's a moped, you couldn't die if you wanted to, you know, I'd put this on like a 4. Now that's on the death meter. That's a 1 to 10 on the death meter. On the fun meter, I mean, this thing's a lot of fun. It's just a cool, inexpensive cruiser bike. You're looking at, I think I'm gonna list it for like 5,000 bucks. It looks awesome. It sounds good. Feels good. This is what this bike's made for. Cruising around on the back roads, having a good time. Showing everybody how cool you are. How you're cooler than they are. Because you've got an awesome looking motorcycle and you didn't pay very much for it. When everybody says, what do you ride? You say, Phantom. I got a Phantom, Honda Shadow Phantom. And then you throw it into the corners like a beast. Not that that was throwing it into the corners like a beast, but whatever. Now guys, I ship motorcycles all over the country. Check out my, I do 2 videos for every bike. This is the test drive video. I want to show people how good it runs, what I think about it. I think this is a great runner bike. I really like Hondas. I like all bikes, but oftentimes, if I'm going to jump on a cruiser bike, my go-to bike is a Honda. They got good power, and something about them, I always feel like, even if it's a brand new bike I've never ridden before, I just hop on that bike and I feel like I've been riding it my whole life. It just feels really responsive. Everything just fits right. The clutch always feels good. The throttle always feels good. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get on a bike and it takes a little while to get used to it. I don't feel that way with Hondas. I just jump on there. I'm like, hey, I'm there. I'm used to it. Now for me, this clutch is a little bit getting used to just because it does it does grab so much later. But I'm also used to riding. The last Honda I rode was a VTX 1800. You know, so it's gonna have a little more of a heavy-duty clutch. It needs a bigger clutch to handle the bigger power. Actually, if you look on the side of that of those VTX 1800s, the clutch basket's like this big. It's huge. If you guys, I like this bike. This is definitely a great entry-level bike. I could sell this bike to almost anyone and not feel guilty about it. There are definitely bikes that I don't want to sell, or I won't sell to a beginner or an inexperienced rider, and this is not one of them. I'd sell this one to anybody. All right, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the walk around video of this bike, and check out some of my other videos. Thanks, guys.